Welcome back to the Weeb Lounge, and if you ever find yourself falling asleep, in general, maybe you'll wake up in a new world with a new life and have magic powers and crap. Just like, the 8th son. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can you come up with a better reason to go to another world other than taking a nap? Welcome back, guys, and some of these Isakai anime are getting lazy as hell. Literally, you have Ichinomiya Shingo, and yes, I'm using the tablet again, and he's a 25-year-old business guy. Okay, like fresh out of college, whatever, mundane life, blah, blah, blah. He falls asleep one day, wakes up in this other world, and is the 8th son eighth in line to inherit a poor farm castle rundown piece of crap. His name's Wendelin now. Can these isekai anime, if they're going to keep coming out, and believe me, the genre is starting to get kind of worn at this point, you have to come up with a creative way to get the character from A to B. If you're just being like, oh, he took a nap, and he woke up, I'm in another world. Hey, I'm getting older, okay? I take naps. I go to sleep at a regular interval. Do I wake up in another world with magic powers? I call bullshit. I'm still here. This is stupid. Anyways, this 25-year-old guy finds himself in the body of like this grade school age kid or whatever, really young, right? And he finds out that he basically has to start life all over again. What happened to the personality of the kid? What happened to the kid's mind? Well, where's it go? It's gone. It's like you take this guy from this world, it's like, boop, you're in that body now, screw the little kid that was there, who cares what happened to him, right? What the hell? Okay, so Wendelin shows up, he has to readjust to this new life and everything, and he runs across this other mage user magic guy, right? He's really powerful, he's crazy powerful, and turns out Wendelin, from this transfer, has an enormous amount of magic power, like more than has been seen ever or something. Of course, the OP character in some of these isekai anime. So think Arifureta. He starts out really weak, gets really strong and everything. But this guy, he's pretty damn strong right off the bat and, don't have to go through much of nothing. Anyways, this mage, it only takes a little while, but kind of trains him and everything. And eventually, Wendelin has to kill him because he was apparently undead the whole time. I'm giving that away because, yeah, whatever. And long story short, he ends up growing up. He wants to become an adventurer. He needs to get in a team with some other people. He thinks that he's all alone and doesn't have any friends and nobody wants to join him on his adventures when literally he's OP as all hell. Everybody else knows he's OP as all hell and everybody wants to join his team, but the guy's dumb. He kind of dumb. He really is. Okay, the three characters actually that want to join him and become adventurers, right? First off, you got Louise. Louise is basically a hand-to-hand combat fighter. Uses mana to enhance her attacks and enhance her speed. It's actually, of all the characters in this, it's probably the character I like the most or whatever. The energetic tomboy type character, but not all that tomboyish, I guess you could say, but it's close enough. I like it. It's just fine. She basically just uses mana, kicks people's ass. It's great. It's fine. You got Erwin. He's a normal human guy, right? Erwin, he's a swordsman. Classic swordsman trying to be a knight, blah, blah, blah. And he ends up becoming rather attached to Wendelin and wanting to become, kind of like his right-hand man, etc., and someone that he can really rely on. And Wendelin's goal is to beat another famous knight in a arena tournament and to become the best knight in the world. He is also the very first to become one of Wendelin's retainers, and becoming Wendelin's retainer basically means you're going to be well taken care of. You're going to be really well taken care of. Lena is the red-haired girl with the spear, and it's kind of a flat character. I don't mean flat, I mean just in story, in character development. There's not really much going on there. I don't know. I don't know if I can call her a tsundere. I don't know if I can call her a yandere. I don't know if I can call her really anything. What I do know is that Louise and Lena, they both want Wendelin. They want to be like concubines or something. In this world, outside of your primary wife, I guess, having concubines, if you're a normal, is kind of normal, the norm, accepted. Even by the main wife, would I call it? Would you call it that? That, you know, it's all just kind of accepted. It's not taboo. It's not. Yeah, it's just, it's a thing. I mean, I guess that's not so. Okay, so Gwendolyn ends up kind of unbewittingly getting engaged to Elise. Elsie, is it Elsie or is it Elise? I watched the anime, I can't remember names. Okay, I'm going to say Elsie. If I'm wrong, yell at me in the comments. I'm going to say Elsie because this character, I don't like this character. Super plain, nun-type magic healer character, okay? Again, there's like nothing really to develop in this character's like bio. You know, if you take it from an RPG sense, she's like the white mage, right? You know, cast heals and stuff like that, and like really just generic. Just go away, just go over here. It's a generic character, but you know, rather buxom, rather beautiful. Ends up somehow manipulating and becoming Gwendolyn's like fiance or future wife and stuff. And Louise and Lena basically end up becoming like concubines or and retainers / concubines, whatever the case. I don't know. Gwendolyn's going to get some action. That's all I know. He going to get whatever action he wants. But, you know, going back to Gwendolyn for a second, you know, all this mana as he's growing up, evolving, you know, hashing out his magic and everything, you know, he ends up fighting, like, undead dragons and other dragons and more dragons and a labyrinth full of death and doom. You know, all these characters can hold their own. They're all really good combatants, and because of that and because of Gwendolyn's overwhelming power, he defeats these dragons, any kind of monster, and he gets these fragments. He inherited like an infinite bag from that mage guy that trained him early on, right? And that bag can literally hold anything and everything, right? It's just there, okay? You know, the infinite bag, the bottom of there's a specific name from it from Dungeons and Dragons. I should know. I played D&D. I DM'd. Come on, I need to learn. My memory, maybe my memory is just going because old. Anyways, Gwendolyn, anytime he kills these things, there's basically a reward for it. But at the same time, the components are worth a lot. So he takes like the whole carcass, throws it in the bag. And then when he gets in front of the king, he's like, here's the carcass. And the dude gets paid. He gets rich as hell. And he starts going from being, you know, like a baron, baroness, noble, you know, he rises in the ranks really stupid quick. And everybody around, there's a lot of people jealous around, including this merchant guy that's just a jackass. Tries to get him in trouble, and Gwendolyn's like, no, nope, okay. Wilma. This character kind of shows up a little bit later in the series. I actually kind of like this character. She's a little bit more dynamic. This character has an incredible amount of mana stored in her body, but the thing is, it's kind of out of control. It is constantly reinforcing her body, and you know, which makes her super strong, super fast, super everything, Superman, Supergirl. That's basically what she is, because the mana is constantly active and reinforcing her body. Which is kind of indicative because, you know, she has like this massive axe that's like 20 times the size of her body, and she can throw it around like it's nothing, okay? Side effect from that is she is always hungry. In order to replenish mana, you gotta eat. This girl eats non-freaking stop. You know, it's kind of like a Lena inverse character. You know, just like, no, sit there, whole table thing, she'll eat everything. If Gwendolyn wasn't rich, he'd be in the poorhouse just because of food. And, you know, in a way, that's kind of a summation of the anime. You know, you got this guy, gets reincarnated, you know, screw the kid's personality and life or whatever, put this older guy's in his body, gets really powerful, makes a lot of money, gets a few concubines, marries a nun, or is about to marry a nun, and wants to adventure and get more stuff. And you know, eventually he takes over this like huge territories and all this other crazy stuff. But the problem is, you know, even though I've watched the whole anime, and I did enjoy it, I'm not going to lie, I did enjoy the anime. But in retrospect, it's really plain. I mean, the characters don't really develop all that much other than Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn himself is very well developed. All the other characters around him are just kind of really passive. There's not much to them. And I really wish they would focus more on some of those characters and maybe even do side arcs where, you know, this character has a redeeming arc here, this character has a redeeming arc over here, a little backstory. You don't really get any of that. You really don't. And the whole thing going through the labyrinth, you know, that was probably one of the most interesting things. There's like this super high level trap labyrinth with a whole bunch of robot looking homunculus, whatever the heck it is that they have to fight off, and they are fighting and fighting for days and days and days non-stop, taking turns, resting when you can, fighting their way out. When they finally get out, they find all this old technology, and once again, Gwendolyn gets much, much richer because this stuff is worth a ridiculous amount of money. So it's all about this guy having a lot of magic power, getting a lot of money, going up in rank, end up having my phone beep at me for whatever the heck reason, and just a whole bunch of stupid stuff. I mean, in retrospect, I have to say, just pass on the anime. It's really nothing. You know, there's no reason why there's no reason given to why all of a sudden he's in the other world. There's no reason given to why all of a sudden he's just lambasted with mana and everything, and why he lives this crazy life. The premise of it is kind of essentially, we're going to throw this guy in this kid's body, screw the kid, and just, you know, make a lot of money and you know, live nice. That's what it is. That's what it is. Business guy, new world, make money, has mana. With that, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and yeah, you don't have to watch this one. Not even if you're bored. I just can't recommend it. I just can't. We'll see you in the next video.